Businesses all across the planet are looking to make connections with people. Well, guess what? Divine Connections magazine is helping businesses not only walk in their purpose and passion, but to get connected to their potential. That's right. You've got to connect to your potential, and you can make it happen now because it is time to know your worth. As you get connected to people all across the planet, Divine Connections magazine will make it happen. And get featured in the magazine today and get your copy now, because there's no other time than a divine time to get connected to Divine Connections magazine.
Well, great day, everyone, and a welcome. I am your host, Deloris Williams with Divine Connection. So Divine Connection is a faith-based and inspirational magazine that comes out quarterly in print as well as online. We connect with different businesses, entrepreneurs, gospel artists, praise dance, moms, vendors, anyone that's doing something great in the community. And then twice a year, we have two big events, one in March, which is my anniversary. I've been doing this for about 16 years. And then we have another event in the latter part of the year, September, October, which is the Divine Connections Bring It event. We bring in praise dance moms, vendors, and we have that actually coming up Saturday, September the 12th. And that's going to be in Greensboro, North Carolina. We look forward to seeing you there. So go ahead and get your tickets. The tickets also include a Divine Connection shirt as well. It is called the Divine Connections Bring It event because they are going to bring it from all over different areas. You can text 336-823-2136. You can cash out I Overflow. Tickets are $35. Again, your t-shirt is included in that. All right. And then it's at Intentional Church, 3817 Westgate City Boulevard. And we look forward to seeing you there. You can also go to our website to purchase your ticket at divineconnections.com/events. All right, so go ahead and do that because September is right around the corner. Now, Divine Connections magazine comes out quarterly in print as well as online. So if you want to advertise your business, your event, anything that you have positive going on, we would love for you to be a part. The cover is available, and we also have the back page available. We do half page ads and we do full page ads as well. Your ads run 3 months in the magazine because we want to spread the word out to who you are and what you do. So if you're interested in that, again, you can text this number at 336-823-2136. All right. I also have my second book, The Key Connector, How to Build an Empire Helping People. So I talk about all the great things that I have accomplished with the help of the Lord as well as my challenges. So if you want to know how I do what I do, definitely get the book, The Key Connector, How to Build an Empire Helping People. And we also have journals, which is called Making It Happen. You are a divine connection. The Bible says, write the vision and make it plain. So there's the things in our lives that we have desires to do and God has placed in our heart. So write the vision, believe God for work with it, and appreciate the manifestation when it comes for tuition. Okay, so just want to get some of that information out. So now I'm going to share just a little bit with you of the event that's coming up. Divine Connections Bring It event. Again, that's Saturday, September the 12th. So check out some of these videos so you can check out what it is that we do at Divine Connections Bring It event. Hold tight. Awesome. So there you get to see just a little bit of thought of what we do with Divine Connections Bring It event. We do it once a year and we are excited because we love families, we love churches, we love community, we love the young people. Bringing them to something like that definitely encourages them, encourages everyone. For one, lift up the name of Jesus, and also to share your ministry and to share your talents and to share your events as well and different things going on as well as your entrepreneurship. Okay, so we will have that Saturday, September the 12th. So I want to give a shout out to Brother Will, CG93radio.com, for connecting me with these people, these individuals that's going to be on today. And we're going to show just a little clip before I bring them on, and they're going to let you know who they are, what they do, what they're doing in the community. So hold tight, and we'll be right back.
When we are together, we got power, and we can make decisions. Today on this program, you will hear gospel and rhythm and blues.
Anybody know God that we serve is a healer? Is a deliverer, wait.
We know that music is music. All of our people got a soul. Our experience determines the texture, the taste, and
Awesome. So we have DJ KP in the house. Help me welcome him to the stage. What's going on, KP?
What's going on? How you doing?
I'm doing well, and yourself?
I am doing absolutely awesome today. How about yourself? Everything is good?
All is well. All is well. We're
Okay.
also going to bring to the table MC-ReggieLove is in the house. Great day. How are you?
Hey, how everybody doing?
Doing
pretty
good,
over
brother.
here.
Doing
Yes,
good,
sir.
doing good. Well, welcome, y'all. Welcome to Divine Connection. I'm so excited to have you guys. So, first of all, just give a little bit about yourself, and then we will go from there. So, KG, introduce yourself and tell people a little bit about you.
Okay. DJ KP. Um, been DJing now for, I would say, almost, I started at 17. And my little bit about myself is I come up in a church where we fellowship with all kinds of churches, Pentecostal holiness, even Catholic. So my music background comes from all of that to combine. Um, and started off in Lynchburg, Virginia, and moved around. Um, Came down to Campbell University for a couple of years, and then I just started Christian hip hop back in the early 2000s. Was really wasn't that big, but I had, it was something about that for me that I wanted to spread and I wanted to share. And I was always a DJ. I used to DJ clubs, and I mean, music was just in me. I have a photo of me playing air guitar when I'm like 7
Yeah.
in the church, standing on the pew. So, quartets, my background, where I love. My grandmother used to take me, and that's where my music comes from. Just in the church, and just hearing the different styles and different avenues that you can take, and I incorporate that into my ministry. New Wine Ministries, which comes from the scripture in Luke, where Luke 5, where you can't take old wine and put into new wineskins. So my style is new, so I'm presenting it to in a way to where most churches may seem unorthodox, but if you know your history, at one time choirs and quartets was unorthodox to the genre too. So I just want to shed light that God placed his soldiers in everything. And I always question, why is it that Satan can take his spirit and take it anywhere boldly, but we are ashamed to take his spirit, which is dominant, because we always say, oh no, we can't do that, we can't do this. But if you are led to do something, you need to do that regardless if you do it on your own, because you only need one that stands with you.
That's right.
So once you have that with you, and have that dominance, and I think that's what drives me, is more so I do it for him. I don't do it to get, glorification back on what I do. I do it for his glory. And as long as I do that, I could, I say I could care less, but that gives me the strength and the power to keep going.
Absolutely. Awesome, awesome. Mr. MC Reggie Love is in the house. Introduce yourself and tell us what you do.
Hey, how y'all doing? I'm Reggie Love. I'm originally from Tallahassee, Florida. I do gospel rap and I host gospel events.
Okay.
I've been doing it for about 13 years. Recently been hosting these grab the mic events where I bring in local artists and artists from all up at the East Coast, and we
Okay.
come in and we have a gospel concert, and we do different things for the youth, different things for different church events with that as well. I got different singles out right now on
Okay.
all music avenues. Single out right now called "The Goat," and there's another single out called "Jesus Youth." And these are all on Apple Music, Spotify, these or wherever you listen to your music at.
Awesome. And you guys work together, correct?
Correct.
Yes.
Awesome. And Brother Will is part of that as well with CG93 Radio as well. And he connected with me. So tell us, just let's get in a little bit into more of what you guys do, how people can connect with you, if they're interested in gospel rap or interested in events. Let's get into that a little bit.
Okay. Well, I have a YouTube channel which is right there below me at KWEM74, which stands for New Wine Entertainment and Ministries, because I
Okay.
am an entertainer, but I'm a Christian entertainer. I'm a believer. That goes to the name of New Wine, but I'm also a minister too. So those
Okay.
two is, and that's why you get the little E, because that M, it stands for more than just the entertainment. That middle, that
Okay.
M is the ministry. So I make sure that, by design, that E does not overshadow that New Wine or that ministries.
Mm,
You can find it on YouTube. I have a show called The Sunday Service. Is a little
mm,
different. I play two traditional songs. It could be, James Cleveland and Albertina Walker. And then
okay.
I play two Christian hip hop. Reggie Love has been on a couple of them. And I do Christian house. I have Christian house. I have Christian reggae. I do a variety of things, but that actual Sunday service is
Mm-hmm.
basically about 20 to 25 minutes long,
Okay.
and is just a combination. I just want to introduce the genres of music, because even on this, which I call the new style, which comes from the second half of the show, which is the new music, which you can get house, you can get reggae, you may get definitely rap, you get R&B. I do a neo soul gospel mix. All of that you can find on my YouTube page, or you can go also to cg93radio.org. All of my mixes are on there as well.
Awesome. And Reggie?
Yeah, just to add to that, we have these gospel shows. We have music that we're working with artists on. I got a studio where I help artists come in and we record different things, because in this game of gospel rap, it's not really, we'll say, avenues blaring to help you out. Everybody wants stuff that's let's say taking you out of this world, and with the gospel rap, it's different and it's bringing a new flavor for everybody, and it's taking a little bit for people to got onto it, but now they're really buying into it because they're seeing that it's more about the message that's coming with it, instead of the actual person that's giving it, or how it's coming to that, how the message is coming out. But like I said, mainly I go around, I do gospel shows for youth and young adults.
Okay.
Just trying to bring a new message to the youth, trying to give them something else to thrive for. I was doing secular rap and secular R&B, and I wasn't getting any shows. I wasn't able to record any type of music. And then I had to talk with God, and I was like, God, I'm really trying to do this. What do I need to do? And
Yeah.
God will talk to you clear as day. And he said,
Yeah.
yeah, you can do it, but you got to do it for me. And so once he told me that, I switched sides, and that's what my first album was called. It's called Switch Sides. I switched sides, and I was able to record songs. I was able to get an album out. I was having shows that were paid and not paid. It was just, on the up for me once I switched sides to God.
Hmm. Awesome. And what do you see as far as the young people and following your new trend or what God has given you and your creativity? How has it helped the young people?
I think it's helped the young people to see a different type of information given to them in a different way. We try to do the old school tactics with the new youth, and like you said, you can't put new wine in old skins. You gotta give them a new flavor. You gotta give them something that's still the word of God, but something that grasp their ears. These kids are, they're caught up on beats, they're caught up on catchy lines and different things like that. So, when we do our gospel music, we give them that same energy that they're looking for. And it's really changed their minds. Some kids, when they come to the concerts, they won't stop dancing, you know.
Mm,
So it's just a overall great experience seeing the kids come in, seeing that, hey man, gospel rap is cool. I didn't know that gospel had rap, different things like
right.
that. And it's just eye opening and to see kids just respond positively.
Yeah, I know with the Divine Connection Bring It event, I created that because, with the praise dance and the mimes and the gospel steppers, everybody doesn't sing in the choir, and I know all churches don't have everything, but what if some of your kids in your church like to do creative things like that, so I use that platform to give them that opportunity to share, to minister, to connect, and make it happen as well.
That's right. I always say too that um, you always need soldiers in there. So if they come out of that era, let's
Mm-hmm.
say they, like Reggie said, he was, a rapper. I DJ'd in the clubs. Our aura and our personalities when we go into those communities doesn't change. We are who we are, and
Yeah.
in hopes that we can bring somebody along on the same path as us. We're not supposed to shy away because we got to remember, Christ was teased and
Mm-hmm.
picked on and called all kinds of names for hanging out with who were the sinners and though the people that wasn't the most common people to hang out with, John the
Mm-hmm.
Baptist as well. So if we have to toe those lines, sometimes we have to go out of our own comfort zone sometimes and do what he asks us to do and know that we can lean on him in doing that, because it's going to be a hard road. It's
Oh, yeah.
definitely going to be a hard road, and it's not going to be easy. We think that once we become believers, everything just opens up for us. Actually, it kind of get harder, to be honest, because
Mm-hmm.
we looked at a different light. We not looked at as humans anymore. We looked at as, okay, well, y'all better not fall, because if you do, we're going to show you that. So my ministry is to let people know, hey, I'm just like you.
Yeah.
I just, but I have a little bit of, power with me that I can share to
Yeah.
help you get over your hump whenever you going through things that you can rely on. And our object is just to plant that seed and let God do the increase.
I love that. So tell me, maybe both of you guys, maybe two things that stood out to you throughout your journey that made you know that you were in the right place, or that has, of course, blessed someone. Just something that you can remember.
Oh well, no, I thought Reggie was gonna, but yeah, I go. It's just been for me, just seeing people change, just seeing the music that I play when I'm DJing and seeing how it affects. Well, I remember one specific story years ago. I was DJing at a church and it was a New Year's celebration. And I had a parent and their child come up with me and said that, in the car they used to battle on which stations to listen to, whether she wanted to listen to the gospel station and the child wanted to listen to the hip hop station. Well, they played my mix CD, which was a combination, and it's kind of combined off of both,
Mm-hmm.
and they both agreed that that they listened to that. So just by hearing that lets me know that I'm on the right path. Lets me know that yeah, there's going to be times where things may not be what they seem they are,
Mm-hmm.
but if God is in it, and He sends little nuggets every now and then, when we get our head down, He'll push you a little nudge and say, "See, I told you. This is where you need to be.
Mm-hmm.
Just keep moving forward, and He'll keep opening doors." So just little things like that. Nothing big for me. Just little minor things where people will reach out and say, "Hey, that mix touched me," or "Hey, what you did was grateful. I liked it a lot." So just stuff like that. Little minor stuff like that for me.
Okay, awesome. I know for one thing for me, because I've been doing this for 16 years as well. I loved when I put out information about vendors, and vendors, they came. And one lady, she was a little nervous. She did food, she did sweets, but she wasn't. She had been out for a while, and God was telling her to go back and start doing what she used to do. And so she saw my event online, and then she was able to come to the event, but she was nervous because she's like, I don't have my business cards and I don't have that. I said, girl, you got food. Don't worry about the other minor stuff. If you bring the food, they're going to come and eat and support. And so she actually sold out, and it blessed her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like you can
See.
worry about the business cards and all that other stuff later. But that's why I wanted to ask, like, how do you know you're in the right place? Because sometimes you kind of feel, like you're trying different things, or are you in the right place? But whatever God has given you, whatever creativity that God has given you, it's going to bless you. It's going to bless your community. It's going to bless those around there. And then you never know. And the other thing with me is like being consistent.
Mm-hmm.
Show up. Be who you are. Be where you are. Be where you say you're going to be. Because people are looking. People are watching. People want to be encouraged, and then people also can connect with you and be encouraged that they
Right.
have something on the inside of them. They're like, oh, well, if he did this, then I do have something inside of me that I want to do as well. Okay. And
Mm-hmm.
we're going to also bring Reggie back on, and then I'll
Yeah.
let him
He
share as
he's
well.
also the great comforter, and you got to rely on him being a comforter,
Yeah,
because you're going to
absolutely.
need that comfort. He's the great, and once you have that and know, you and going through what you
Hmm.
need to go through, just allow him to comfort you and give him that patience. I was talking to you mentioned brother Will. We were just
Hmm.
talking about it the other day that this walk would teach you
Hmm.
patience and faith,
Yes.
because you got
Yes.
to have those two, because if you don't, you're not it's going to be hard.
Hmm. Hmm. Because I know for me, I used to, I get nervous. People don't think I do because they see me, at the events. But at the end of the event, I would cry. I would get depressed, because it's like, I wanted so much more, so much more. But it's like a growing process. God is teaching
Hmm.
me things, being out more, and being consistent. You'll see that on the way. So many lives have been touched. Even though you may see the scenes, you don't see what's behind the scenes, the connections
Right.
that's being made, the prayer that's going forth, and all of those things as well. Reggie, you want to jump in?
Yeah. One time at a show, I didn't really think the audience was receiving the message. But after the show, everybody was coming up to me and it was like, man, I didn't know that was gospel rap. I didn't know that you actually had God lyrics in it, because, some people get the wrong idea about it. And most of these
Mm-hmm.
people, they don't even really listen to gospel rap. They don't really listen to rap. So, while the show was going on, they had that the face people have on in the crowd. But after
Right.
the show, everybody was coming up to me like, man, I didn't know that was gospel rap. That was awesome, man. Where can I find your music? This, and the third. So, you never know who you came to bring closer to God. You don't know who you came to introduce to gospel rap or that type of deal. But at the end of the day, when you're going to do God's will and God's work, the outcome at the end is going to be great anyway.
Absolutely, absolutely. Do you have anything else to share? Do you have any events or anything coming up?
Yeah, we have the grab the mic. Reggie's event, like he said, he's been putting it on, so I'll let him go in more detail with it. I just joined on with him, but it's a great event. But Reggie, you got this.
Yeah, we got the Grab the Mic event coming out. It's Grab the Mic 8. It'll be October 31st. And we're doing it for the kids. It's one of those trunk and treat events. So we got a couple sponsors coming in. They're gonna have their trunks open. They're gonna have different maybe material from their different businesses, and they're gonna have candy for the kids and things like that. And then we're gonna have a music concert going on at the same time. This will be
Mm.
held in Raleigh, North Carolina at the Mount Christian Church. That's at 1731 Traywick Road. It will be October 31st, and it will start at 11 a.m. So it'll be early in the daytime so that we can get the kids in, let them have fun. We'll have different games. We're also gonna have a couple, few clothes to give away and socks and things like that, just to get to the people, just trying to give back to the community. We're also gonna have a Wellness Key. That's one of our
Mm.
sponsors. She'll be there. She'll be helping those so
Oh yeah, well what he's saying is
Go
he
ahead.
yeah, he has like a wellness person there that you can speak to, and just have somebody that can give out information about conditions and things like that. It good turnout. He has artists come all over. The last one we just did, I think he had artists from Maryland, Florida. Is a good event.
Awesome.
I was just telling her about the finishing up about the wellness, Reg. Hmm.
Uh-oh. I don't know. Your signal is dropping in and out.
Yeah, yeah.
is it? Say it again. I can hear it a little bit. All right, so what we're going to do right now, we'll still keep you on. The contact information, how can they contact you all? How can they stay connected?
Yeah, you can, and all my information, you can go to cg93radio.org and check me out. Like I said, and I have a show every weekend on YouTube at KWEM74. You can go to YouTube and check that out, but all of that is on cg93radio.org.
Awesome, awesome. And I don't know, Reggie, are you able to speak now? It's still breaking up for some
Yeah.
reason. It's okay.
Yeah, it's still
All right.
messing up.
It's okay. You can
You
hold
can
tight.
Yeah,
Go
all
ahead.
of his information too is ReggieLoveMusic.com. ReggieLoveMusic.com. You can check him out there, and he's on, like I said, Amazon, Spotify. He's on all of that, so you can just one-stop shop for him as well to get all more of his information and what he's doing, because he put up there, shows that he do across the community as well.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. So you guys be sure to also check out www.cg93radio.org as well. Stay connected, and let's just leave with some words of encouragement, and then I'm going to play a little snippet from you guys as well at the end.
Okay. Well, for me, I would just tell you, what you fear the most doing for Christ is what you need to lean on the most.
That's good.
And if God doesn't move your mountain, he'll give you the strength to climb in all of that.
I love that. I love that. Well, thank you guys for being connected. Thank you, Brother Will, for this connection. Thank you, DJ KP and MC-ReggieLove. You guys go out and connect with them. This is their information. Make sure you guys stay connected. Anything else you want to share before we leave?
I'm good. Thank you for having me. I had a great time.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you as well. Hold tight. I am Deloris Williams with Divine Connections. Make sure you stay connected to the number one divine connector, which is Jesus Christ. And we look forward to seeing you also Saturday, September the 12th in Greensboro, North Carolina for the Divine Connections Bring It event as well. So I am Deloris Williams again with Divine Connections. Make sure you stay connected to the number one divine connector, which is Jesus Christ. We'll see you soon. Be blessed.
When we are together, we got power, and we can make decisions. Today on this program, you will hear gospel and rhythm and blues.
Anybody know God that we serve is a healer? Is a deliverer? Oh, wait a minute.
We know that music is music. All of our people got a soul. Our experience determines the texture, the taste, and the sound of our soul.
I'm listening to hip hop. I'm tuned into my man, DJ KP.
There is authority to what it is that we say.
We say that we may be in the slum, but the slum is not in us. We may be in prison, but the prison is not in us.
For those of you that think that gospel music has gone too far,
Your real authority as a Christian is not how you shout and dance and celebrate when the music is playing, but how do you give God glory in between the music?
well, I got news for you. You ain't heard nothing yet.
What does it all mean?
Hold on. What do you say?
Cries for Christ. PG93 cries for Christ. Cries for Christ. Cries for Christ. PG93 cries for Christ.
Sunday service with DJ KP. This is the day that the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad that it is.
It ain't easy being Christian, but we grind for Christ. Every day we out here trying to live our lives.
DJ KP.
Divine Connections magazine. Get major exposure for your business. Is someone looking for your service? Do you need networking? Are you a gospel artist or a ministry? Do you have a major event that you want to promote? Divine Connections magazine has the solution for you. We can distribute to residents, businesses, churches, and online. Don't miss this opportunity to expand your marketing locally and around the world. Find out more about us at divineconnectionsmagazine.com. Get your spot in the next issue of Divine Connections magazine by emailing us for details at divineconnectionsmagazine@gmail.com.
Make sure to like us on Facebook at Divine Connections Marketing. Follow us on Instagram at Divine Connections.
Let's get it started now.